I'd like to say a few words about Sadiq Khan's article he's written for LBC. Personally, I find it absolutely disgusting. He describes himself and other people as patriots and tries to claim that genuine, real patriots are full of hate. It couldn't be further from the truth. The guy is an outright scumbag. He actually mentioned Stormzy's name in the same sentence as Shakespeare. Shakespeare was obviously our greatest playwright, whereas Stormzy is a proud criminal, a racist who hates white people, who wants to replace white people, who's funded black-only scholarships, who's runs some kind of sporting academy or something that recruits jobs just for black people. Patriotism to people like Sadiq Khan doesn't mean anything. To him, the British people are just replaceable, and our history is irrelevant because they weren't here in any great numbers anyway. They contributed nothing to it, and they'd rather replace it with fake history. Sadiq Khan believes that he can be proud to be Pakistani and proud to be British. It's one or the other. The guy was a barrister or a lawyer or whatever he was, and could you imagine being a defence and a prosecution lawyer on the same case or something like that? Everybody should be patriotic towards their country, whether that is Britain or Pakistan or somewhere else. You can't be patriotic to more than one country because that is a conflict of interest. The Labour Party are currently putting legislation through Parliament that will ban sensible people without criminal records from owning samurai swords. I don't really see that there's much reason for owning a samurai sword, but for ordinary people that aren't doing any harm to have one, I'm not talking about walking the streets with it, I'm just talking about leaving it inside their homes as an ornament. They're after banning that. But Sadiq Khan, also a mayor for the Labour Party, is promoting Stormzy as some sort of ideal patriotic Britain, even though Stormzy sometimes goes by the name, I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, Skengaman, which basically means like someone with lots of guns on knives. One of his songs has the lyrics something like this: "Mess with me, you better call a priest." In other words, insinuating that anyone who messes with him is going to land up dead. The Labour Party try to be tough on knife crime on one hand and say that they're going to do everything they can to stop it, but then on the other hand they promote people that openly support and endorse and glorify knife crime. Also, Stormzy's bragged about robbing pizza delivery guys when he's young. He sees that as just an ordinary part of growing up, which a lot of people from his culture do. But anyway, Sadiq Khan has no idea what patriotism is. I've been involved in British nationalism for about longer than that now, getting on for 20 years now, and I've met lots of great people. I've met a few people that are full of hate, but most people are genuine people who love their country. And Sadiq Khan doesn't love Britain. Sadiq Khan and people like him love what they've taken for Britain. They like to walk down roads and see that it's no longer recognisably British. They like to walk through towns that are Pakistani, Somali or Jamaican. And even by pretending to be a patriot, he's just rubbing salt in the wounds.